all the way live.
All the way
Welcome.
live.
Welcome back to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show with your hostess, Dr. Yolanda Henderson. Da da da. And
Here in Henderson. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
all right, so this is October the 4th, and we have a bunch of news and entertainment for you all. So kick back and relax and enjoy the show. Go ahead and hit the share button so that you can share with everybody that you know that we're live and we have a lot of news and information. And as you can see, a lot of great products and representations of the Saints. Yes, the Saints representations. We have a wonderful special guest, Mrs. Red's Remedies, and you can purchase a product and call in and maybe get some freebies or some samples. And then we want to hear from you on all of the subjects that we're talking about today. So in the cannabis news, we have a bunch of stuff going on, especially with the president, and he is all the way in the hospital. So we're sending our condolences and prayers up for the president and his fight against COVID, and he's doing a little better. So we'll be talking about that a little later in the show, as well as all the cannabis activities that are going on at this time. The election is going on, and we want you to go out and vote. And remember that voting is 30 days from now. The election is 30 days from now. So we want to make sure that you're registered to vote. And Mr. Henderson, go ahead and tell our viewers where all they can watch the show, all of the different outlets that we have.
Sure. You can watch the show everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. You pull out your computer, your tablet, your phone, whatever device you got, and you go to statusnetwork.net. All right? If you're on Instagram, say you don't want to do all that, but you got Instagram. Go to manifesttv.status. You got Facebook, you ain't yet caught on the Instagram yet, you still in the old school social media, hit that Facebook, Status Network LLC. On Periscope, status_network_. Twitter, status_network_. Amazon Fire Stick and Roku, type in Status Network, Manifest TV. If you're on YouTube, we even on YouTube channels.
We are.
Manifest TV. Yes. You sitting by your telephone, ain't got nothing else to do. You figure it'd be better if you want to call in and get on live on the airtime. 470-251-4647. Call that number.
That's right.
Live.
We're live. I love the way you introduce all the outlets on the show. That is so entertaining.
No, yeah. Next time I might do my little dance.
Uh-oh. You are hilarious. All right. So, again, President Donald Trump has been sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's crazy because he was one of the ones who was kind of downplaying the coronavirus. But here we go with our president is in the hospital due to a little bit of complications. They said he had a fever, and then they said that he was, dealing with his oxygen levels lowering. So we have a video on what the hospital and the doctors are saying regarding President Trump, and we would like to get that video played. And if you would tune in and check it out. All right.
Update you on the course of his own illness. Thursday night and Friday morning when I left the bedside, the president was doing well, with only mild symptoms, and his oxygen was in the high 90s. Late Friday morning when I returned to the bedside, the president had a high fever, and his oxygen saturation was transiently dipping below 94%. Given these two developments, I was concerned for possible rapid progression of the illness. I recommended the president we try some supplemental oxygen, see how he'd respond. He was fairly adamant that he didn't need it. He was not short of breath. He was tired, had the fever, and that was about it. And after about a minute, on only 2 liters, his saturation levels were back over 95%. Stayed on that for about an hour, maybe, and it was off and gone. Later that day, by the time the team here was at the bedside, the President had been up out of bed, moving about the residence with only mild symptoms. Despite this, everyone agreed the best course of action was to move to Walter Reed for a more thorough evaluation and monitoring. So the chief and I worked side by side, and I think his statement was misconstrued. What he meant was that 24 hours ago, when he and I were checking on the President, that there was that momentary episode of the high fever and that temporary drop in the saturation, which prompted us to act expediently to move him up here. Fortunately, that was really a very transient limited episode. A couple hours later, he was back up, mild again. I'm not going to speculate what that limited episode was about so early, of course, but he's doing well.
This year, teachers
All
are
right,
learning
y'all
new
heard
ways
it.
to teach.
He's doing a lot
Parents
better.
are learning to
So,
lesson plan.
what do you think?
Well, I could tell you like this here. Now, of course, y'all know I talk to a whole lot of people in my course of goings and comings, all right? So check this out. Now, let's hear what the viewers got to say about it too.
Okay,
man.
you know what?
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just want to just be the only one out there sharing the views. You know, me, I'm always listening to both sides of the discussion. You know what I'm saying? 470-251-4647. If you think that Donald Trump is serious and he really got the COVID, man, and he just really just down, call that number right there, 470-251-4647. Offer your condolences or your support.
There you go. However,
If you think that the president is just lollygagging and using this to promote a alternative agenda, call 470-251-4647. Let us know how you feel about that right there. Now, the COVID is serious, all right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a serious thing, whether you believe that it was a phony virus or not. It's a serious thing.
Yes.
The coronavirus, while it's been around for a long time, it's been around in a bunch of different stages, a bunch of different strains. You know what I'm saying? But it does exist. All right. So to say that this just some phony hoopla, I don't know, man. You probably need to go talk to a virologist, man, or do a little bit more research before you say that there is no such thing as COVID or coronavirus. All right. You want to check that out first.
Yep.
But now, given the fact and the nature of the character of the person who is infected with the coronavirus right now, when you consider how he is a first place a reality show star, all right, he's an actor, and so you know he just happened to be the president, and so. How much of his acting is he incorporating in his presidency? All right, that's one side of the conversation I heard. Another side of the conversation I heard is that the Democratic Party, the night of the first debate with him and Joe Biden, somebody with the coronavirus came and coughed on the microphone. All right. And so he got the coronavirus from the microphone.
Oh, Lord.
All right. There's two stories that's floating out there.
Two stories, okay.
The third story that's floating out there is Joe Biden was finna get ready and put them bees on him because he was talking about his son Hunter. And so
And
he was
he's
finna put them bees,
deceased.
right.
Oh,
and so
my God.
he was finna put them bees on my man's. And so, you know, hey, instead of going to another debate, let me figure out an exit strategy.
Ooh.
And the coronavirus just happened to be that exit strategy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
The fifth one that I heard was this right here. How is it that only Donald Trump, his wife, and one aide have been named to be the persons infected with the coronavirus? This dude got a lot of people around him every day. Why them folks ain't been tested? Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Now, although I can't say if they've been tested or not, but what made that one young lady stand out amongst all the other people he been around? And what about the vice president? What about his aides? What about the CIA people? What about his Secret Service people? What about his driver? What about the cook? What about the maid? What about Byron?
Right. Well, it says that the White House had to give more than 200 names to officials tracing attendees at a campaign fundraiser held at the Trump's golf course, the Jersey Golf Club, hours before the president's diagnosis became public. So there are so many more people who needs and have to be quarantined or tested for the coronavirus.
Now, just imagine what kind of national security issue that this is going to propose, though. Because if you take 200 people out of the circulation in the White House, that's 200. You don't just call a temporary service and say, hey, send me 200 employees so we can get through the next 14 days.
Yeah.
That don't happen like that. This ain't a warehouse. You got to go through security clearance to work there. They got to know your background. You got to have a whole lot of stuff going on. So now imagine if 200 people that work at the White House or work in tandem with the president have coronavirus.
Ooh.
What kind of fallout is that going to make?
So they said that Trump's personal assistant, also Nick Luna, has tested positive, according to senior administration officials. And, it's just, something that's really crazy. There's no plans for the Vice President Pence, though, to assume temporary authority. So he's not giving up his role as the president.
No. The superstar can't give up the superstar role. You see what I'm saying? That's his ego. He has to be number one. Yeah. Even if the coronavirus takes him down to being deathly ill, he still will not relinquish that power to, to anybody else. It goes against his ego.
His ego.
You know what I'm saying? It goes against who he is, man. Dude already said even if you vote him out, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh wow.
So if you try to sit him down because of coronavirus, you definitely gonna have a problem.
Yeah. So they said he'll be home tomorrow, hopefully from the hospital. And we just send in our prayers. We don't know what's going on, but if you know, you want to call us, give us a call out. 470-251-4647 and give us your opinion. We really want to hear from y'all today. So if you got something to say, you go ahead and tell us now. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Right?
Right.
All right. So again, 30 days to the election. We got Trump. We got Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. And they're talking about the legalization of the cannabis and also the MORE Act. All right. So the MORE Act was sponsored by Kamala Harris, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But also Miss Valencia Stovall is in the news and here in the state of Georgia with the deadline to register to vote is tomorrow. So if you have not registered, please register. You can go online. You can Google it. However you want to register to vote, you can vote by today or by tomorrow, which is the deadline. And we have a quick video on Miss Valencia Stovall. We're voting her into U.S. Congress, U.S. Senate. She will, there's talking about how she's not on the ballot and how things are not working out on her behalf because there was something cut off on the ballot. So
that's how they screwed the
independent party. So if you're going to vote Democrat or straight Republican, remember, don't vote straight.
Don't vote straight tickets, man.
To vote Miss Kamala Harris, Miss Valencia Stovall, so that we can get her a Georgia representative. She's a very cannabis friendly, and she's on your ballots here in Georgia. So don't forget her as you vote. And I believe she's all over the world, all over the, in every state, right?
I don't know.
She may
I just
be.
know her from Georgia.
Yes. So be sure you vote Georgians. Miss Valencia
Early
Stovall.
voting is October the 12th.
Yes.
Right, y'all make sure that y'all get in line early, man.
Yes.
If you want to avoid them delays, them long lines.
Yes.
Make sure y'all get in there. Yes. All right, get in there. Even if you feel like, hey, man, my vote is going to be useless, get your butt in there.
Right. So registration deadlines online is by October the 5th, which is tomorrow. In person, it has to be postmarked by October the 5th. In person, October the 5th. Absentee ballots are requested and received by October the 30th. And early voting October the 12th through the 30th. But the dates and hours may vary based upon where you live. So we're gonna watch this quick video on Miss Valencia Stovall. Check this out.
Subaru Outback. It's the car that's sponsored by most politicians. It's a very safe car.
Software update to fix an issue with the state's new voting machines, but some fear this could put the integrity of the election at risk. Sam Luther joins us now to explain why one candidate on the ballot fears it could cost her votes. Sam.
Well, Josh, a software patch is currently being installed at polling places across the state, but Catoosa County calls this a simple cosmetic issue, but a Senate candidate fears that this issue could cause many voters to not see her name on the ballot come Election Day.
So no, I'm not 100% confident that we're going to go, it's going to happen without any issues.
Valencia Stovall is a U.S. Senate candidate in Georgia, but based on the alphabetical order of the ballot, you might not notice right away.
In one of the Senate races in Georgia, there are 21 candidates, and they physically could not fit in the column that was provided in this new voting system.
John Pless with Catoosa County says during the pre-election testing, they found that the list of 21 Senate candidates didn't fit on one screen.
They had to shift from screen to screen, page to page on that screen.
Listed 16th on that list is Stovall, who is concerned that her place in alphabetical order could cost her valuable votes.
They would have gotten confused and maybe have passed on to that second screen and not even voted.
Plus says the software patch is being implemented now, and it's a simple fix with a download. As some remain skeptical in the air close to a month before Election Day, the Catoosa County spokesperson says these new machines shouldn't worry voters.
It's proven itself to be working flawlessly so far.
In the state of Georgia, you have until October 5th to register to vote. October 12th marks the first day in Catoosa County that early voting will be implemented. Again, John Pless with Catoosa County says that those electronic machines should be ready to go with no glitches come again for early voting October 12th. Live tonight, I'm Sam Luther, News Channel 9.
Okay, Sam, thank you. The deadline to register to vote is last.
All right, so even if you think that your vote don't count, you say, hey man, I don't like neither one of the candidates. Why should I vote? Because you should.
And you
All
should.
right, you
Your
should.
vote counts.
You still should. Here's the reason why you should. Numbers.
Right.
Voting is a numbers game. All right. And so if you choose to not participate in this election cycle, right? And you say, I don't want to do it. And then a person that's not good enough to be that politician wins that position because you chose not to. What if that person won by one vote and it was yours?
And it was yours.
All right. See, now, when you talk about the voting machines and how the voting machines have problems and issues and everything, I can see why a lot of people say, hey, man, I might as well not vote. They've not really rigged it up. When they got all these problems going on with the voting machines and everything, how do I know that my vote is going to be counted anyway? How do I know that my ballot is going to be counted anyway? Because you don't get a receipt when you get done. You don't get a receipt of what your vote was. Most people, you know what I'm saying, after they go vote, that's it. They don't follow up with the election commission. They don't follow up with none of that stuff to even have the vote verified. They do, though.
Right.
The commission does.
Right.
All right? So make sure you go vote.
All right.
Don't let that dude win because you didn't vote.
All right. Shouts out to Cindy for watching us live on Facebook. Hey, Cindy. How are you? Thanks for watching. All right. So we want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors today. Our sponsors include the Gift of Life Community Home. Oh, man. What amazing thing that they're doing in the community, allowing the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science a space in their new location. So that new location and space is going to be available to the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science. Big shouts out to NTH Credits. We appreciate you for being a sponsor and taking a part in educating those who need financial education, and also being a partner with the Gift of Life Community Home. Also, big shouts out to Red's Remedies. So all-purpose remedy. We appreciate you for being on the show today. We'll have her on a little later. And also to a big sponsor, the Holistic Society. So thank you again for all of our sponsors.
Right on.
Right on.
Today was football day.
Today was.
Today was football day.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who won today? You're going to slide that on in there right there. Now look, in case y'all wondering where we got this very nice Saints merchandise from, y'all see the wastebasket down there. Now, these can go anywhere. They're decorative items. Preferably, they belong in the man cave. All right? So, ladies, if y'all looking for something that y'all can give y'all Saints fans that you live with, here you go. A towel box. This right here?
Paper towel holder.
Paper towels, all right? To wipe away those tears of joy with every touchdown that gets scored. All right?
That's actually a toilet paper holder.
A toilet paper holder.
There you go.
You know
you can use it however you want to use it. Once it's yours, you can use it however.
Yeah, and then once you get done shedding those tears of joy over after a touchdown, you can put it in a very nice Saints basket because it'll collect your tears. Collect your tears. All right? So y'all make sure now if anybody's looking for that now, y'all reach out to
let
us
us
here.
know. All right. So thanks for that, Mr. Henderson. That's so entertaining. You are.
Now, the next football day is tomorrow. It is the Green Bay Packers
versus who?
The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh!
Somebody said somebody said that the Falcons was finna change their name to the Falcons. Man, y'all don't let me down like that.
God,
don't let me down like that. Now, true, I am not a native Georgian, okay?
But
still, I'm here now. All right, I'm here now. This is where I live.
Georgia love.
Come on,
love.
Falcons. Come on, birds.
Come on, birds. Fly with the wind for us.
That's gonna be rough though, cause y'all going up against the goat.
My favorite team.
Y'all going up against the real goat. All right?
Yeah.
Now, he might be a last season GOAT, but hey, man, still, you know what I'm saying, man? Don't sleep on that boy, man.
3-0 right now.
They are 3-0. Yeah. Don't sleep on that boy.
And y'all are 0 and what is that?
0-0. Y'all still in preseason, huh?
Stop.
Y'all still in preseason. The season has started already, Falcons.
The season started.
Shout out to McKinfo Donnell Henderson, man. Shout out to you, man. I'm watching the joint with you.
Thanks for watching. Oh, you're hilarious, Mr. Henderson. We got a video on the upcoming game for tomorrow night. So if you all are going to have your Monday night football, I know how the men folks do it, but the ladies, we join on in there. We got a little clip on what to expect for tomorrow night. All right. So
every Georgian should.
Hey, y'all call in now. Y'all Falcons fans, I know y'all watching this here now. So y'all call in.
Y'all call us.
470-251-4647, man. We have a Sunday pep rally.
There you go.
Atlanta Falcons are on the road. The hurdle they have to clear to win number 1 located in Green Bay, but it's quite the hurdle being the Packers are 3-0.
Back to a Lewis Carter touchdown!
Is it just me, or is Aaron Rodgers playing with a major chip on his shoulder? A-Rod lighting up the stat sheet once again.
It's Rodgers, it's wide open for Robert Tonyan.
What made his latest masterpiece even more impressive, he did it without his number 1 receiver on the field.
Shut downfield, Lazard got to it, getting it all the way home.
Alan Lazard having the kind of game cheeseheads believe shows he's a true number 2.
Over the top and the touchdown for Lazard.
And why wouldn't you expect the Pack to keep it going this week? Atlanta's pass D has given up 350 yards a game, a passer rating allowed of 109.7.
The pass is caught in the end zone for a touchdown.
The Falcons can't just worry about one AR either. Green Bay's offense now enjoying legitimate balance behind Aaron Jones.
Inside Jones slams it in there for the Packers. Packer touchdown.
And he too is lined up for a favorable matchup, statistically anyway. Atlanta has allowed 4.5 yards a carry through 3 games.
And he picks up the first down as he spins.
That all seems to indicate the Falcons better be ready to put up some points, something they are more than capable of doing, especially if Todd Gurley's recent performance is a sign of things to come.
They keep it on the ground with Gurley, and he picks up an Atlanta first down.
Gurley finally had a Todd Gurley-like game, hitting at 5.7 a run and a score.
He is into the end zone for a Falcons touchdown.
Of course, he broke out the same game Matt Ryan got stuck in first gear.
Hit from behind, down he goes.
Ryan's hot start cooled off by a tough Bears D, but he was without Julio Jones and lost Calvin Ridley mid-game.
Ryan going deep for Ridley. He makes the catch.
When those two are out there, the Falcons' passing game is an entirely different beast to deal with.
Ryan fires. Complete to Ridley.
If he does have all his weapons at his disposal, they could do some damage against Green Bay's pass D, which has gotten off to a slow start.
Alvin Kamara reaches out at the goal line.
The Packers have allowed a 113.4 passer rating on the year and have allowed over 70% of pass attempts to be completed.
Breeze end zone shot again. Touchdown.
And their run D hasn't fared much better either, allowing 5.5 yards a carry in their first 3 games.
It's a foot race with Kamara down the sideline.
So if the Falcons have Julio and Ridley back, look out. The scoreboard operator's fingers could be in for a workout. So how many points do they put up? Who wins it? Predict the future and put it out there for the world to see, which is why there's a comment section. We'll put our predictions out there for the world to see on the bottom of the screen.
Second and goal. Ryan, end zone. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. Quarterback from Utah State, and not a receiver. The midfield looking for a shot. Rodgers sending it deep downfield, and Lazard brings it in.
Falcons don't fly.
Man, I don't know, man, but I'm going to be there with my 2-piece and my pepper, and I'm going to be sitting there watching the game with my boys.
Watching the game. There
you know what I'm
go.
saying, man? And we're going to watch the game and everything. But, man, if I had to make my prediction, man, I'm going to say, man, you going to the Tundra, man. You going to Packer Stadium, man.
Yes.
And,
but what if they lose? Lord, that would be bad, though. That would be bad for Packers.
Now, just like we just saw in the video, now it's a possibility that the Falcons could
come all
upset
the
the Packers.
They'll surprise them. They saving the best for the Packers.
That is a chance now. That is a chance. I mean,
when was the last time they won against the Packers, though?
I don't know about that part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that part because I'm really not in knowing. So if anybody out there knows when the last time the Falcons beat the Packers, call us 470-251-4647. All right?
There you go.
Come on, Birds. Don't let me down, man. Please don't let me down on this one.
I'm just
All right.
saying.
Now, in other news, we still continuing on with the credit education series. Last week we had a few technical glitches with the system. We are on Eastern time, all right? So all times quoted for the credit education workshop are in Eastern time.
Yes.
All right. So if you get the Zoom invite when you sign up, please keep that in mind. We start promptly at 8 p.m. Huh?
You be late.
At 8 p.m. If I'm late by a couple minutes, but still, it's still in the 8.
It's at 8, around 8-ish.
If it's before 8:05, that's 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all sign up and register for that.
Yes.
If we got a second, I would like to pull up the website so I could show our viewers some more of the programs that we recently acquired to help people. Yeah. It's www.nthcredit.net. All right, so I need everybody that's sitting at home right now to go to your computer browser and type in www.nth.net, and there's our homepage you will find there where you can actually order a copy of your credit report. What is credit repair? We break that down, and we have several programs. If we could click on that Credit Builder tab, and then we're going to scroll down a little bit.
All right, we got a
Answer
caller.
that call right there, please.
Right.
That's one of our programs that allows you to or assist in reestablishing credit. For those who do not have credit, this is a really good card to get. It's the Credit Builder credit card. You can get one card or you can get two cards. It is a sponsored partnership between Credit Builder card and NTH Credit.
Yep.
It is a secure card. You put down a deposit, and it is a revolving card, which we talked about in our credit class. We talked about that. If we could scroll back up to the top, let me show you some of our other programs here, and then we'll grab our caller. Let's go to the Self tab right there. All right, Self is another one. If we could scroll down there, Self is an installment account to where like you would sign up for it and you pay, and once you sign up for it, it's an installment deal. When you start making your payments, it updates to the credit report. You're given a trade line up front, and you're paying monthly. You pay it off, they'll send you a card where you can access your funds. So you'll have that information right there. If we could scroll back up to the top, I got to show you guys a really good one. If you go to the More tab, go to My Jewelers Club. This is a jewelry club account. It's going to give you a $5,000 credit limit. All right, it gives you a line of credit. We are flexible with the payments. You establish credit as you shop. You can buy jewelry on there, watches, rings, necklaces, bracelets, the sort. So it's almost Christmas time, fellas. So you're looking for a Christmas present, you definitely want to check out the My Jewelers Club. Can we go back to the More tab? Let's go down to the Credit Restoration Program. All right, this one right here, we're going to scroll down right there. We are partnered with another credit card finance provider that has offerings of secured cards, unsecured cards, and auto loans, as well as other membership accounts. You can log on to the site www.nthcredit.net and find us there. Click for Restore Program Info, and it's going to give you all of the providers in that program. All right, let's scroll back up to the top, please. Here we got one more that I really want to show y'all, and this one is probably going to be the best one that I've seen. I've seen a lot of programs, rent reporters. I've seen a lot of programs, but in order for me to be involved with it, it have to be working, all right? And it have to be a really good, solid program, which brings us to the next one, rent reporters. There are a lot of renters that when they're getting ready to purchase a home, you know, well, I've been paying rent for the past 2 years, been paying it on time, faithfully. Why can't I use my rent as a trade line? Well, guess what? Due to certain acquisitions and partnerships that I have aligned myself with, now we're reporting your rent.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Now, if you sign up for each one of these programs that we just discussed, you can see a increase in your credit score of roughly 200 points. If your score is at 5, you enroll in each one of them programs, that'll get you a cumulative of about 200 more points. That'll put you in the 700 club.
And who
at the
don't
700 club. Who don't want to be in the 700 club, right? Now, not only do we educate on how to have things removed on your credit, we do financial literacy. Excuse me. We do financial literacy. We teach you about budgeting, how to save money, which bank accounts are better than others, because there are some savings products that's just not worth it for us. All right. I'm also working with other minority-owned banks to try to see what kind of programs that they have. You know, yeah, buy black. I still got to get with that. All right, so I got some contacts and some feelers out there with some black banks. All right, because there are some, but there are few. It is few, but there are some, and we'll be putting that up on the website and getting that posted up for you so you can check that out too.
All right, caller, we want to thank you for calling. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Greetings. My name is Rosa Robinson.
Hey.
Hey, Miss
Greetings,
Rosa.
Dr. Henderson and Hen.
Hey,
How
Miss
are
Rosa.
you?
I'm doing a lot better. I'm calling in because I was quite disappointed on Wednesday when I couldn't see the credit repair program. I thought it might have been me. My Zoom might have been messed up. I couldn't figure that out. I was quite upset because I look forward to getting that education every week.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's just so important that the callers share that program because we need that, especially during this virus time, because so many people lost jobs and they're running around trying to figure out, well, how am I going to get my credit right? I need to go get rent. I need to do certain things. So I just wanted to know, how will that show be made up for us? In case you might have said it when I was holding on the line. What do you plan on doing in terms of making that class up?
What we'll do is next week we'll try to combine both of the modules together.
There you go.
So as opposed to it being for the standard 1 hour that it always have been, we'll try to make it for 2 hours. Which soon after a while, Miss Rosa, a person would be able to attend our credit education classes in person.
There you go.
All right, so we got that coming down the pipeline as well. So be on the lookout for that, Miss Rosa.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I've been
until then,
promoting the
we're using
program,
Zoom.
and I wanted to always send out a second reminder, maybe on that Tuesday or sometime that same Wednesday morning. So that's why I wanted to be sure, so I can, when you send me the information, I'll let them know that it's going to be extended.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Rosa.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, and continue on with the good work.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you so much.
Indeed.
Okay, bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. A wonderful,
All right.
wonderful student. She was she's in class every week. She loves us. I mean, we have great following from her. She also has donated. So a wonderful donor for the Gift of Life Community Home. So we shout out you, Miss Rosa. All right.
All right. So we're going.
We got a video. We got a video on what you do in the credit repair industry. And we'll go ahead and show this quick video. As soon as she get that. There you go. How we improve your credit score.
Yep. This how we do it.
We are back,
and that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's the process. Now, now keep in mind that while we are working on the credit, it is it does fluctuate. So because of the calculation of how your credit score is calculated, once we start removing those negative items off, if the trade line is an age trade line, your score will drop because we've altered the calculation. But once we get you into the restoration program and the restoration piece of it, your scores is going to rebound and increase. All right, boom.
Boom, there you go. All right, so we have a wonderful guest here with us today, Mrs. Alma. Mrs. Alma, we want to thank you for joining us and tell us some more about what you do. And we have your products here on the table. And she came in and we met her and she was just a light to our day. So, Miss Alma, go ahead and tell us.
Hi, world. I am Miss Alma Smith Washington McKay. My nickname is Red. Everybody call me Red. T-Red, Auntie Red, Sister Red Gal, and all that and some more. But anyway, I have this product. It's been out about 10 years, 11 years, and it works pretty good. A lot of people buying it. I have people buying it all overseas. The African buying it in quarts, half a gallons. People buying it in half a gallons and quarts and selling it because it works for a lot of people. Your arthritis and aches. It's a 200-year-old remedy, and it works for just about everything except for around your eyes. You do not put it around the eyes. And when you put it on your hands, you can wash your hands after. Or sometimes I use a glove when I don't feel like I want to, get up and wash my hand when I'm in the bed rubbing my knees. But anyway, it's a nice product, and it works for a lot of guys. We sell a whole lot of it. This is the hands and body sanitizer wipes. And also we have the Red's All-Purpose Remedy for aches and pains and after surgery, before shots, after shots, a roll-on. This is the roll-on.
All right.
And we also have the Red's All-Purpose Remedy. Again, this is the little, this skated whatever. Because you can bathe in it, you can soak your feet in it, you can soak your hands in it. I mean, headaches, a little bit on the forehead, up here by your hairline, then underarms, you name it, it does it. Just check the web page out, and you can find out about the testimonials and things. And this also is a little bottle. A lot of people buy this as a sample.
Okay.
Yeah, we sell those as a sample.
Okay.
And we also have the hands and body sanitizer. It keeps the propellor, it's a propellor for like mosquitoes and all that kind of stuff. And when you rub it on you before you go out, or if you're at a party, one guy was at a party, and a pool party, and the mosquito was tearing them up and they wasn't biting him. And the guys asked him, well, why the mosquitoes not biting you? He said that, oh, this is what I use. So he pulled out his bottle and he showed them this Red's Remedy, and he rubs it on him, what's out your arms or whatever, and they don't bite you.
There you go.
They runs. And this here is this is a foot cream. When I tell you helps your feet soft, and if your feet got a little aching or whatever, it takes the little aching out. Might have a little scratch on you. In about 3 or 4 days, you're going to look at your feet and you might, wow, the scratch gone or whatever.
There you go.
But it's good too. And we also have the hemorrhoid.
Yeah, the hemorrhoid.
That is really good. I met a guy in Grady Hospital, downtown Georgia. And he had his head bent down all the way to his waist. And they didn't have a seat for him. And I asked him, I said, sir, you want my seat? And he said, no. I said, oh, you don't want to sit down? He said, no. I said, well, what's wrong? He said, I have hemorrhoids problem. I said, oh. I said, come here. I said, look, take this, go in the bathroom, and use it. And he did. I know he used it because when he came well, I didn't see him coming out the bathroom, but you know, my daughter and I, we was talking, running our mouth. And I looked up, I seen the little guy, he was standing up straight. I said, sir, come here, boy, come here. I said, how you like it? He said, ma'am, I'm telling you, I don't even hurt no more like I was. It really works right then and there. And I can tell you a whole bunch of testimonies about this. One lady, one of my church members called me and said, Miss Alma, you have anything for hemorrhoid? I said, yeah, I have something. So she came and got it and brought it over to this lady's house. Okay. And the lady, so she called me back about 10 minutes later. I said, wow, she called me back again because she had called me about twice. And so she said, Miss Alma, the lady is gone. That lady was in the bed for a while. She had gotten up, gone about her business. Oh, wow. It really, really works. And we also have the key ring. All right. Hands and body sanitizer. All right. You can put this on your purse or, you know, whatever. And but the product is really good. You know, I met a lady in Mississippi, and she was all crippled up at a Chinese restaurant. And I said, you need to buy a bottle of this Red's remedy. And so she bought a bottle. And so she called me. She owned a restaurant. She called me and told me, Miss Red, bring some bottles here Sunday when you get out of church, because the restaurant is right down the street from my church. She said, they got a lot of people in here who want your rub. They're asking me, what happened? Why you not crippled up anymore? And she said, this is what I use. This lady sold me this bottle of rub, this rub right here. And she said, child, she said, I ain't crippled up no more. I don't need no cane. And she's walking pretty good. And every Sunday I have to go there, and I sell like 2 and 3 bottles, sometimes 4, sometimes none, you know, but I sell it there. I was selling it there regularly. And then also they had a guy. This guy was in line waiting for his food, and he looked up at me. He said, are you Miss Red? I said, yeah. He said, you know what? He said, I had a tumor in my head, this big knot about that round, he said. I said, oh, you did? He said, yeah. He said, I bought a bottle from you. I said, yeah, I remember you, sir. And he said, look, it's gone. I said, oh, yeah, it does that.
It does. So it's good for breast cancer.
Breast problem. Okay. I had fatties in my breast. And the doctor told me I had breast problems, so I had to go get my another mammogram. But before I went and got my mammogram, when he told me I had breast problems, I came home. When I get out the tub, when I get up in the morning, and I hit it, go back, get my mammogram, no problem. And a bunch of women in Georgia and all over like that. One lady in California, she said, girl, I'm not feeling too good. And she had the rub, but she didn't know it was for breast. I tell everybody, it's for everything.
All right. Not just
it's
one
a
thing.
remedy.
It's all purpose.
It's a 200-year-old remedy for all
natural
purpose.
remedy.
It's natural, all natural. So you can use it for just about anything. Athletic feet, itching feet. You can also soak your feet in it. Eczema, yes. All right. Soak your feet in it. The little kid down the street from me had it right here. She just scratch when I go visit my neighbor. Well, one of my goddaughters. And she said, my daughter, she just scratched. I said, I said, girl, look, you have the rub. I said, rub it on her. She said, I didn't know it was for that. I said, didn't I tell you everything?
Everything.
Right. Everything.
Wow.
Anything.
Now, where can our viewers order your products from?
You can order it on www.redsremedy.com, or you can call 404-641-4034.
There you go.
And you can order from there. I have Zales, I have PayPal online, and you can call, because a lot of people, I shipped it all in Journeyman, England. The African buying it by the courts, and he says grandma doing good. This guy is 90-something years old. He said Papa driving now, leaving Mama in the house now. Mama ain't wanting to have it because he know he gonna get well and leave, so he don't got well and he gone. So
all right. Well,
it's a good product.
Thank you for that. We appreciate you for coming on the show. We will also have some products in our the Gift of Life Community Home for sale. But we have used all of our time for today. We thank you all for watching again. We had our strain of the day. What was our strain for the day?
Anyone that's good.
All right. Oh, and she said it's good for toothache.
It's good for toothache. When you go get your, I had 3 implants. And I rub before and I rub after. I didn't have to take pain pills like talking about. I only took 1 pain pill.
1 pain pill. Rub it on your jaws, not in your mouth.
Not in the mouth.
Right.
It's outside. Topical rub on the outside.
Okay.
And it penetrates through your jaw and sore throat. It penetrates through your throat, your jaw problem, or whatever. Everything.
All right. And she also did these wonderful
thank her for that.
So
thank her for that. Thank you very much.
Of these,
Who that?
Who that? There you go.
Who that say they gonna beat them Saints?
Shout out to my man Kwan Chu. He just had his grandbaby today. Kyrie Ahmad was born on 10/4 at 12:31 a.m. What's up, Granddad?
And Anika.
Y'all take care. Thank you. And call.
Anika's Heart Association. Big shouts out to you. 6 years in business. Love you.
Very good. Very good.
Love
We out.
We out.
Love you.
Catch us
Take
next
care.
week.
God bless. Stay safe.